2018 Subaru WRX STI. You have to hit the brakes a little later before entering a corner, and you have to apply throttle a bit sooner before leaving it. But doing things like that can end up as a catastrophic and potentially costly failure. Trust me, I've been there. But for whatever reason, the 2018 Subaru WRX STI that I was piloting around the Area 27 Motorsports Park in British Columbia, Canada, kept me planted on the road no matter how fast I tried to go. Entering that corner a bit too fast and didn't scrub off enough speed. Applying brakes late while turning didn't send the car off into the greenery like it would in more skittish vehicles. The WRX STI just tucked its nose in a little more, allowing you to complete the turn and end where you wanted to. Just after hitting the peak of the corner, if you start applying power even if the car's weight is still moving around, the WRX STI sends the juice where it needs to and you're off on your way. It took all my dumb ideas and made me look like a genius. Each bark from the car's turbocharged boxer engine was another yes, or like I was an oblivious boss in a room full of obedient cronies, as they all figured out how to be successful and I revel in their success. It's fun to go around the track quickly, and even better and more confidence-inducing when it feels like it's been an easy task. The WRX STI seems made for this, allowing drivers to go fast around new tracks without having to spend hundreds of hours studying it, not to mention meditating and keeping their emotions in check. In other sports cars, such impatience at corners isn't often met with success, rather you get a bit scared and swear to never do such a thing again. The WRX STI won't scare you on the track and is extremely capable on the street and in sloppy road conditions, too. It's interesting to see the segment of super-fast, rally-bred compact sports cars expanding. In the past, it seemed like there were just offerings from Mitsubishi and Subaru, but now there's additional competition from Volkswagen and Honda, not to mention that Mercedes-Benz and Audi also have similarly sized and powered vehicles. These newcomers aren't just posers either. The new Ford Focus RS earned our 2017 Car of the Year award and impressed our editors with its all-wheel drive performance and powerful 2.3-liter four-cylinder engine. And then there's the understated Golf R with its all-wheel drive and turbocharged engine as well. Subaru's response to all of that is a meme-worthy not bad, but continues with its powertrain pretty much unchanged from previous years. A 2.5-liter turbocharged flat four-cylinder engine sends 305 horsepower to all four wheels through a 6-speed manual transmission and a trick-center differential. It's more powerful than the Volkswagen and lighter than the Focus RS, meaning it hits 60 miles per hour from a standstill in less than 5 seconds. With the center differential managing power between the front and rear and a limited slip differential at each axle ensuring the power is not wasted on a spinning wheel, the car is always working to put power where it is most effective. Unlike the new WRX, there are no tweaks or changes to the transmission or clutch in the STI model. The whole thing feels a bit old school now. It has a heavy, unforgiving clutch that is easy to stall when trying to creep the car around. The engine feels a bit lethargic at low revs, and then blasts off, a classic case of turbo lag that's both infuriating and smell-inducing. There's an ever-so-slight change to the car's driver-controlled center differential, though. In the past, the vehicles used a combination of mechanical and electronic components. The mechanical differential was used for initial response, but now the system does away with the mechanical components and uses an electronically controlled setup for the whole operation. It does its magic routing power fore and aft, and there are various settings that drivers can control from within the cabin using a switch. It can be toggled between auto and manual modes, letting drivers select a setting that will more power to the front and rear depending on the driver's preference. Those more experienced with sports cars and their behavior on track will be able to play with those settings as much as they want, and there's even a manual mode that will allow you to dial in more power to the rear end of the car.